Hello and welcome to Amethyst Style Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I thought I would show you a sweet little treat holder which is designed to be wide enough to take a variety of different chocolates. So I have got a couple of little chocolate bars which will fit in quite nicely. Says me getting them in. With some room. You can have the small green and blacks will fit in again quite nicely, and these are the little mini candy canes that you can get from the pound shops, and again they fit in quite nicely. You could probably actually just about get two in there as well. So a reasonably roomy size little treat bag, and I thought I would show you in making it. Let's put it out of there. You can actually make 4 out of a sheet of 12 by 12 DSP. So the size that you need is, and I'm putting these out for our international so they can actually put them down, is 7 inches by 4 inches. So if you cut your DSP down, you can see that you can get 1, 2, 3 along the top, and you can get 1 down at the bottom, and you've got 2 really good sized pieces left for doing whatever you want with. So I thought I would show you how quickly and easily you can make these with 4 pieces. So I've scored the first one, but let's go on to the second. So as I say, it's 7 inches by 4 inches, and we need to take the first piece, and along the short side we are going to score it at, let's put that on there, 1/2 inch and 1 inch. So DSP large size, so let's score this at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Flip it round and score it on the same side at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Then you're going to turn it onto the long side, and you are going to score it at 2 inches and 2.5 inches. So basically the fold or the gap that you will have is a 1/2 inch gap, because that will give you, as I say, a reasonable distance or width of the little holder to be able to put lots of things in. So that's all we need from here. Let me just move my board out of the way. Whoops, sliding all over the floor with a great big crash. Right, I'm going to stick my grid paper down on here, so let me just put that on there because it's easier to work with. And I'm only going to show you how to do one of them, but you can see that you can get quite a few. Now I need some long scissors, so let me just grab those from my other side of my desk. I find, and this is something that I've learnt over time, that if you use long scissors you can get a slightly more accurate cut. So we are going to cut down the second score line along. Very difficult to see on this paper, but it's the second score line along. Once I've cut it out, you should be able to see a little bit easier. So we're going to cut that down right the way down through the bottom score line as well, and just cut that piece off. This is me trying to do it with having chosen some really busy paper. This paper is it was around for a very limited time, and now they've brought it back, which is quite nice. And it's got some lovely, it's called Dashing Along, and it's just lovely Christmas paper. It's just the right sort of width, thickness. It's not too heavy, but it's not too light. So as I say, I'm hoping that I'm cutting along these lines. My lights give such a bright shine so that you can see it without lots of shadows and glares, but it does mean for cutting it's quite a little bit of a challenge. So you won't have that problem while you're doing it. Okay, so you have cut it. So if you look along this one, you can see that I've cut it down the first 2 score lines right the way down and below that score line there. In fact, I can see I haven't got that one cut at all along there because of the camera light. I'm going to take this just off a bit because, as I say, camera lights are not very good. So let's just cut that. So that's a bit better. I think that's a bit better. Okay, so we are then going to fold and burnish on this. You have to decide which side you want as the outside and which side as the inside. Now, with our DSP being double-sided, it's entirely up to you. They work beautifully whichever side you decide to work on. So we're literally just going to, because it's DSP, I'm just doing it with my fingers because you don't actually need to use your bone folder on this because we're just making a little side to this box. So just gently manipulate the paper first and then just fold it across. And as I say, I'm using my fingers. You can use your bone folder. Just be a little bit gentle because it is DSP rather than cardstock. Okay, so have I got that on that line? Yes, I have. Make sure it's as level as you can on there and just fold it across and burnish at the bottom. Okay, so now we are going to use the first of the punches, and this is the scalloped label punch, and it is absolutely brilliant for doing all sorts of tags. You literally just slide it in as far as it will go. It's exactly 2 inches wide, so any strip of paper or cardstock which is 2 inches, you can just slide it in and you get your lovely tag at the top. And then we are going to, on these 2 little tabs here, so this little one and this little one, we are going to put some glue. Now, I'm going to use snail for this. I would use something stronger, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to put some, put just a little bit of snail on here because it's quicker. As you know, wet glue is my preferred, but it does take a moment to dry and I don't want to be sort of holding it for you. And then we just need to fold these sides in. And we're going to take them up, and we want to try and line this line and that line as straight as you can. So I tend to level it with the bottom first and then just flip it over, and hopefully on the camera I can just about see. Line it up as best as you can with that side and just put it shut, and then exactly the same with the other side. Just, this is me getting glue on my fingers, you're just going to line it up with the bottom and then up against the sides. If you sort of use your finger a little bit, and as I say, get it as straight as you can. And then I would use a bone folder. Says me that I haven't got my bone folder here, so I'm just going to use a little ruler. Anything to just literally just smooth down and ensure that those sides are firmly adhered like that. And then we can look at decorating it. So let's have a look at the little things inside. So as I say, we can have one of those. We can have, in fact, we could have one of those, and a little candy cane would fit in quite nicely. So as I say, put whatever treat you want on there. And we are going to just make a very simple embellishment on the front. And I thought that we would use the coordinating colour, which is garden green. And we're going to use another punch, and this punch is another one of the label punches. I will put the link down below, but I can't for the life of me remember exactly which one it is. And we're going to use labels to love, because there's some lovely ones. There's Merry Christmas and Best Wishes for a Happy New Year. There's Happy Christmas to you and yours. There's a lovely frame in there. You can do ho, ho, ho. And I'm just going to do Merry Christmas and Best Wishes for a Happy New Year. So let's get this one out and find a block. Let's have this one. This block is our D block. So I'm just going to put that on there. And we just need some white. Let me have a look and see. Yes, this is some thick Whisper white, but that'll be absolutely fine. And so we're just going to ink this up very quickly in the garden green. Like that. Put that there so I haven't got my chocolates in the way. And as I say, just make sure it's well inked up. And then we can just stamp it down at the bottom. Like this, hold it for a few seconds. There we go. And we've got Merry Christmas and Best Wishes for a Happy New Year. And then we are just going to punch it out with the, as I say, the label punch, which again I use quite a lot because it just gives a very pretty scallops. There's me going quiet because I'm trying to see this in the light of my camera so I get it as straight as I can in on there and as level. And because this is heavy Whisper white, whoops, I'm just going to take it off a bit, having just let it slide, and just give that a punch through. And then we can just put that on the top because it matches. Just put it through like that. And I'd put that on with, let's put it on with a couple of dimensionals. So we'll have a dimensional on the side there, dimensional on the side. I'm using the standard ones because it's slightly a slightly larger image. And we can just put that straight on there like that. So a very quick and simple way of finishing it. As I say, you can use some of our ribbon. You can embellish it however you want. You can make it as fancy or as simple. If you put just a little bit of ribbon on, you can put them on the tree. But as I said, it's quite nice because it's a little bit wider, which means that you can fit a few more little treats in there. So a sweet little tree gift, or teachers' gifts, friends' gifts, little stocking fillers, anything like that. So thank you so much for watching me, and do look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.